Cheating in PMP exam. I'm 100% sure if you are active on LinkedIn or you have even liked or commented even a single post, someone must have reached you and said that, hey, we can give PMP exam on your behalf. We can do this proxy testing. I have heard this comment so many times that my students always says that, sir, we have studied so hard. We are working so hard. But if someone did this, then what will be the value of our certification? How the certification that we are doing by working so hard, and I know it, how hard I make it for my students to study, how hard I make it for my students to go through it, to study for hours and hours, and then give the exam, and then they clear the PMP exam. So, what if someone cheated? Now, this is a question raised by one of our fellow trainer. Like he said that the integrity of PMP certification is under challenge. He is saying that like if someone has studied and other hasn't studied, both that certification become problem. Like employers are losing confidence, and that is what I have heard from so many organizations. Students from Saudi Aramco are saying, students from EGNOG, students from so many organizations, the certified professional, my thousands of PMPs are saying this is a challenge and the trust is going on. He asked, and now I really loved what has happened. The president of PMI, he's extremely active person. He came here and he answered. So he's the president of PMI. If you just click, go to his profile, you can look at top voice in LinkedIn, president and CEO of PMI. What did he answer? We, of course, go after these criminals. He said them criminals. What a beautiful line. But there will always be criminals. Of course, there will always be criminal. One of the four things, if I make it bigger, one of the four things that will happen if you accept this offer. And I keep on saying to people that this can happen to you after you give control of your computer to this criminal organization, they won't take any exam for you but will use it. Now this is a scenario. I would say he has gone to length. I haven't heard about this, but he this can be happening. Let for example, what happens in proxy exam, someone else take over your computer and they control the PSN simulator. So that is possible. They can go to your Google Coms or your and take out the credit card information. Like for example, my credit card information is all saved in my mobile. I just put my thumbprint and all the passwords are automatically saved for all the cards. For my easiness, I'm sure you may have done the same thing for it. But this is an important thing. He highlighted it. It's not related to exam, but it's related to your money. Okay, you will be detected. Now, this is what I have heard. Many people exam is being cancelled, and this is what he is saying. You will be detected by our processes and the technology after the exam. We keep very extensive backlog of data for years, and every time we upgrade our anti-fraud technology, we run it on past data and detect anomalies. If there is anything in the exam, in the case you will have paid these criminals for the, you will get invalidated. Now, this is what I have heard. My exam got invalid after I gave the exam. Like, this is what is happening. Even after you get preliminary result, even if you got certificate, this is what is happening. The point three is more important, and these all points are very critical. You will pay the right after the exam when you receive the temporary results. This is basically what they say: pay after the exam. And once we run our post-exam control, we have algorithms and technology with the AI. Everyone knows about AI. With the AI and their simulations, whatever they are doing, I will not go into depth of in that video. You will get invalidated, sanctioned, and potentially sued. I know the last part is a little bit more, which I don't think PMI is doing, but that is for sure. Step number one is for 100%. But if the PMI president and CEO is saying, I don't know, maybe sanctioned and potentially. So your exam, you're paying somebody, your exam get cancelled, you can lose your money, and then you will be detected before or during the exam and asked to take it again. and at a test center. So this is a beautiful thing. Before that, if your exam get cancelled, you can give exam again at home, not anymore. You have to give it again and in test center if your crime a little bit small. And interestingly, you will be considered as fail. PMI won't reimburse the cost of the exam. So this is a very important scenario for those people who are preparing for PMP exam. Study for a month or two, because apart from study, it becomes a piece of paper. When you learn the methodologies of PMP, when you learn those things, yeah, then you learn a lot of PMP, the lot of project management, the lot of thinking how to do those things. It's very important. It's not just a certification, it's a learning ways that you need to follow. How the PMI will work into that. That's the most important thing. I hope that makes sense. I hope this video is valuable. If yes, please feel free to subscribe, share it with other one. If you have any question, feel free to put comment. I will love to answer. And if you want to do PMP in a proper way, contact me. I'll make sure you become PMP.